Welcome to Castles and Canals. Today we are boarding the Disney Fantasy for a 7-night cruise through the Greek Isles and Naples, Italy. Join us as we embark and experience this beautiful ship for the first time, including an unscheduled stop in the ship's health center. Then Tori will take you along with some onboard fun during our first sea day. Hi friends, welcome to the Port of Rome in Civitavecchia. This terminal isn't fancy, but it's comfortable enough while we wait to board.
Next boarding group is us, ready to go?
Let's go! After a brief delay due to some onboard computer issues, it was finally our time to board. As we crossed the gangway to the ship, we got our first hit of that intoxicating Disney Cruise Line ship smell.
Hello. What's your family names?
Dani and Tori.
Dani and Tori.
Yes, please.
Disney Fantasy, please welcome aboard Dani and Tori.
And Disney Fantasy, please welcome aboard the Cone family.
The atrium statue on the Fantasy is Mademoiselle Minnie. Isn't she stunning? While the Disney Dream sports an Art Deco theme, the Fantasy has a beautiful Art Nouveau style. The stunning atrium chandelier is more than 10 feet in diameter and is adorned with over 60,000 Swarovski crystal beads. Both the chandelier and the atrium utilizes peacock feather shapes in the designs. These elements are common to the flowing, sinuous themes found in Art Nouveau. This has to be one of the most beautiful of all the Disney ship atriums. Because everyone was delayed getting on board, it was well into lunchtime when we boarded. We figured the cabanas, the onboard buffet, would be absolutely slammed. So we decided to enjoy a sit-down lunch instead. This is the first time in our 7 DCL sailings we've done this. For boarding day, lunch was being served in Animator's Palate. We were quickly seated at table number 1. In addition to the animation screens on the walls, this restaurant also has posters and bookshelves filled with nods to Disney animation over the years. Tori had a beef empanada for a starter, which was just okay, but we both had a chicken Caesar salad for our mains, which was really tasty. I feel like we'll be doing the sit-down boarding lunch more often in the future. After lunch, we headed up to Senses to get our Rainforest Room stickers, and while we were there, I wanted and had to check out the gym space.
If you're wondering, why should I cruise on Disney Cruise Line? There are 2 Peloton bikes. This is the reason why you cruise on Disney Cruise Line, especially if you're me. This is my home. Tori hasn't really visited the gym before on any of our cruises, but that's okay because I do enough for the both of us, especially when there's Peloton bikes. How can you not enjoy this? Look at where you're looking out while you work out.
Also, that's not true. I've definitely come pick her up in the gym before.
In addition to the obviously crucial Peloton bikes, here's a look at the rest of the gym space.
Here we are. Got our key to the world cards. Make sure these are ours. Yep, Danielle and Victoria. Let's go.
So we have an amazing travel agent that we use. Jen, we love you. And sometimes she surprises us with a little gift. So let's see what Jen got us this time. Oh, you never know what it is. It's like your birthday and Christmas all wrapped into one. Oh my God. Disney Cruise Line backpack. Our backpack that I normally use is about 9 to 10 years old. So very excited to have a new Disney Cruise Line backpack that I think I'm going to be needing to use all the time. Oh, there's gifts inside. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Ooh, towel. Very exciting. Let's take a look. Oh, heaven. Beautiful. And, oh, if this is a water bottle, Jen, you know I like to be hydrated. And I think it is my very own Disney Cruise Line water bottle. Jen, you're too good to us. We love you.
All right, so we're in our room now, and because we're Castaway Club Gold level, we have our gifts. So we got the regular Castaway Club wet dry bag. Our first time sailing on Gold, we were in the Treasure, and since it was the maiden season, we got all the Treasure themed gifts. So this is our first time getting the standard Castaway Club gifts as a Gold member. And so we have our Gold lanyards, and we have the standard Castaway Club bag, which we have a few of these. Now, we had seen somebody else do a little thing where they were taking these around and having characters sign it. So I think we might actually try that this sailing. Go and take these, and when we get photos of characters, actually have them sign the bag as well. So that'd be kind of a cool keepsake for us. All right, we're gonna get into our swimsuits, and we're gonna head to the adults only area to get some drinks and some pool time before we have to do our muster drill. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy cruise.
Thank you very much.
Thankfully, our muster drill was inside the movie theater and not on deck. Pretty quick and painless. Now let's go upstairs for the sail away party. dinner, we went to the DVC member celebration in the D Lounge. Pretty much the same presentation and game as always. Now we did leave a couple minutes early to head down to the shops when they opened. Because it was so busy and we were shopping for ourselves, we didn't film then. But you can see here that there are a few shops on board. Diamond and Wishes are the jewelry and luxury goods shops. Next to that are Sea Treasures and Mickey's Main Sale. These both sell a variety of Disney-themed merchandise. There are a few other shops on board like Carriage Jewels and Who's Its and What's Its, which is the swim shop. For dinner on our first night, we are visiting Enchanted Garden. This dining room is themed around the gardens of Versailles. In the center of the room, you'll find a beautiful Cupid Mickey fountain. The light fixtures, designed to resemble flower buds, started closed as you arrive and open up as the evening continues. Here's a quick look at the menu. While our food here was actually quite good, we were quite surprised to see some special guests arrive. Done, we are looking forward to a fun rest of the evening on board.
Hey friends, welcome to day 2 on the Disney Fantasy. Last night after dinner, unfortunately, we had to make an unscheduled stop at the health center. Dani was experiencing some very strong abdominal pains and nausea, and it got bad enough to where we thought we needed to go have somebody look at her. Thankfully, the ship has a nice health facility on board, health center, and so it had already closed at that point. But we called in, we had the customer service call in, and a nurse met us there. Eventually, a doctor met us there, and she got some fluids and pain meds, and we spent a couple hours there, kind of getting her back to an okay state, and then came back to the room and slept. She's still feeling a little bit poorly today, like still some pain, but much better than she was last night. Unfortunately, it means that she's pretty much just sleeping all day today. Thankfully, it's a sea day, so she's not missing any reports or anything like that. I'm just kind of keeping myself occupied and checking in on every couple hours to make sure she has what she needs. She gets more medicine today. But yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate thing, so hopefully she feels better sooner and we can, have a great rest of the cruise. But yeah, that's what happened last night. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Hello, and welcome to the health center. You probably never want to visit this place on your cruise, but I was lucky enough to experience it on night 1. It was actually a fantastic experience. They took really good care of me. I unfortunately was feeling a lot of abdominal pain and throwing up for a majority of the afternoon and evening on night 1. So we came in after hours, so it was considered an emergency visit, but the doctor and nurse on hand were phenomenal, so I thank them a lot. They moved me immediately from intake into the ICU room, and so I had blood tests, urine tests. They checked my liver, kidney, all that stuff, and so we got a couple IVs of liquid as well as medicine, and they made me feel really comfortable. And then I came back the next morning for a check-in, and they gave me more medication. So thankfully now we are on day 5 and I am starting to feel almost 100%. But this was, if you have to visit the health center, it was a really good experience. They're definitely well-staffed, well-knowledgeable, and they can do IVs and quick rapid tests, but they don't have any sort of imaging machinery. So if that was needed, I would have had to go to the hospital in Port 1, but thankfully that wasn't needed. So I would give it a 5 out of 5, but I don't recommend. You can skip this part of the cruise for all future activities. I would recommend.
So while Dani spent a large part of the day resting in bed, I kept myself busy with some onboard activities. First stop was to La Piazza for a build-your-own forky activity. For this activity, they give you a pre-sorted bag of parts along with a little ball of putty, and then they pretty much leave you to it.
I'm trash.
The little fuzzy wire bits for the mouth and eyebrows had a kind of waxy, sticky coating on them, and they were easy to stick to the spoon. But sadly, we only got eyeball stickers and not actual googly eyes. I'm pretty happy with how my forky turned out.
Are we entering these four?
A little bit later in the morning, I headed over to O'Gill's pub for my first drawing class of the cruise. For this class, we are drawing Genie. Unlike on The Wish and Treasure, where Disney artist Lon Smart teaches you via a series of videos, the drawing classes on the Fantasy and the Dream are done live by one of the ship's entertainment cast members. Since we had our cruise on the Treasure, I started doing all my drawings using Procreate on my iPad. For lunch, I headed up to the pool deck. On the Fantasy, you'll find Flo's V8 Cafe, which consists of 3 different Cars-themed quick-service walk-up windows. The first, Luigi's Pizza, has a variety of different types of pizza. I'll be honest, this is probably our least favorite pizza at sea. It's intensely bland. Next up, you'll find Tomato Grill. Here you can get burgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, brats, and those world-famous Disney Cruise Line chicken fingers. If you know, you know. And finally, there's Fillmore's Favorites. This window has a selection of wraps, paninis, sandwiches, salads, and fresh fruit. For my lunch, I grabbed some chicken fingers and took them over to Cove Bar in the adults-only area, where I also grabbed a cheeky little gin and tonic. Here's a pro tip. If you want to hear all those famous Disney ship horns, most sea days, directly after the noon updates from the captain and the cruise director, they will usually play all the horn songs one after the other. These are best heard from up on the pool deck. Let's have a listen. In the evening, back in the London-themed club, appropriately named The Tube, they had a short DVC member update talk. Mostly just them sharing news about current availability and discounts and that kind of stuff, and trying to get you to book a chat to buy more points, that kind of thing. The gift for attending was this really cute Mickey Mouse DVC pin.
Since I wasn't feeling up to a full meal yet, we skipped our dining room dinner. The theater show that evening was Aladdin, which we've seen a couple of times on the Dream. So instead, we decided to spend a bit of time in the rainforest room.
So Dani's feeling a bit better, and we made our first trip of the cruise to the rainforest room. So we are in the hot tub,
The ocean view hot tubs and heated lounges were a great way to finish out our sea day. Join us next time for day 3, where we arrive at our first port of call, Hania on the island of Crete.